that they can really be manifesting their genius in their time, rather than using their time and their bandwidth to try to just eke out a living or basic survival. And the person who was talking about this was saying there's so many concerns about AI, and I agree there are. But I also think that there is, yeah, Joanne says AI. Great, good. Sound is back. Thank you. Um, Joanne says AI creeps me out, and it creeps me out too. But then I think about how a Buddhist view of AI really might be okay, well, it's a tool, and it's our mindlessness, it's our lack of mindfulness that creates the problems within AI. It's like all the things that we think of as being creepy about it. Like, for example, the one AI that they launched on Twitter, and within 24 hours, they had to shut it down because it was already spewing absolutely horrible things. But that it got that from humans. So, in a way, the things that we don't like about AI are merely AI is as a mirror reflecting back to us what we don't like about ourselves, because we're the ones that created the matrix of information in from which the AI draws. And if it starts spewing out hate like it did on Twitter, that's because of human hate. If it starts spewing out weird, like false information, that's because humans have created that. So I think that there is room for us to have a good relationship with AI, where AI could maybe help to liberate some of our time, certain things that it could do to help liberate our time, things that we do, like sign me up. Like, I will be in the first group that can is allowed to let AI take over doing your taxes. I will love that. I would be right there perfectly, like, yes, please, here's my paper, thank you, AI. Like, can I bring you like a little piece of silicone? Can I bring you like, a little like offering? What do you like? What kind of snack do you like? In order to get you to do my taxes for me. But there are things that I think we spend our time on that it could be mindfully interacted with. And I think if there's anything we don't like about it, it is that it's a reflection of us. So, into this Tara Nortenma, what if we could invoke her and say, please help to make AI be in service to liberating people from poverty by taking over tasks, helping us create a workable system of universal basic income, and letting people have time to pursue their unique genius, the things that AI can't do, like compassion and charitable acts and generosity and being there for a friend in need and da 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 da. So those are some hot takes. And Wolf says it is a great tool for many things, like keeping close with elderly relatives who are far away. I've automated most of my home so that it can help my mother. Yeah, I can see some of these things that are really, you know, really, yes. Joanne says, okay, so Joanne was a little creeped out by AI, but now she says, well, if I could get it to do my dishes. Yeah, exactly. You kind of need it needs to have you need like a thing, like a robotic sink where you just put the dishes in the sink, and like a little arm comes out and scrapes it into the compost, and the napkin goes over there and sifts the silverware into this compartment, and your dishwasher is conveniently right under the sink. All you have to do is put your dish in the sink. I have to say, like, I think there are probably a great many, not being like whatever, but like, I'm pretty sure there are a great many mothers and wives who would be so glad to have AI dishwashers that would just take the things out of the sink. Um, so, mindfulness, asking Tara, come infuse the AI. Come govern it. Come purify the landscape in which it arises for the benefit of all beings. It's just a thought. One of the things I love about His Holiness the Dalai Lama is that he's very interested in like technology. And he was a tinkerer as a child. If any of you have seen 7 Years in Tibet, or any of the documentaries of him as a child, he was a tinkerer. He liked to get things like machines and stuff and take them apart and put them back together, and has maintained that through his life. Like he's been part of the science and non-duality movement. He's been part of studies and has supported scientific studies of the brain and meditation's effect on the brain. So he's really into it. So whenever I come up against feeling like a resistance to something scientific in our Aquarian age, which I do sometimes feel that way, I just think about the Dalai Lama and I'm like, well, maybe there's some potential benefit there. Let's see what our card is today. Today, Lalita Tripura Sundari, the playful red goddess. Life will be an adventure if you let it unfold from within. And look how beautiful this Laura Shanti. She is just such a fantastic artist. It's so great. Lalita Tripura Sundari. Lalita Tripura Sundari's name means the playful goddess of the three celestial cities. This is an Indian goddess who, in her delight, creates all of manifestation. Oh, so we've got two manifesting goddesses who are red gold in color, by the way. Pretty great. She is the supreme being that pervades all that is, the creation, the maintenance, and the dissolution of matter and energy. She is the power behind the cosmic tide of the universe. She is the central goddess of the Shakti tradition, called the Sri Yantra or Sri Vidya practice, and her mandala also appears in this deck. She sits at the center of her mandala, so tiny and ethereal that she can't be seen. Only the energy that radiates out from her becomes a form that our eyes can focus on. Her practice is considered to be the highest, most sophisticated Hindu spiritual practice and path to enlightenment. Only those that she allows into her mandala can practice her sadhana. One of her practices involves chanting her 300 names, every name a term of endearment and joy at the beauty of life and the qualities most prized within it. She who shines with the radiance of gold, she whose brilliance puts the japa flowers to shame. She is the cooling rays of the moon, the illuminating rays of the sun. She is the swan upon the pond of Hrim. Lalita is the personification of happiness. She is intense and strong. It would take a galactic force of destruction to rock her from her state. She is the true feminine, not the wilting lily concept of femininity. Oh, Laura Shanti, you get me. Doing her sadhana, joy flows out from us, above us and around us, opening doors to other realms, to boardrooms and classrooms and dream homes and the heart. From behind these doors can be heard the happy laughter of 100,000 children in the celestial cities of delight. What a fantastic energy to contemplate today. How we can be that for others. In what way can we be that manifestation goddess for those who need it? Oh. And you know what, Joanne? The dishwasher actually exists and it has arms. Wolf tells me over here on YouTube, it actually exists and it's called Molly. Wow. I had no idea. So, okay. We're going to become Lalita Tripura Sundari today in some way. We're going to radiate heart light. We're going to radiate joy. No matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it is, no matter if it's a difficult day, no matter if it's like a meh day, it's fine, no problem. We're just going to find that little bit of joy that we can pull into the center of our hearts. And that center of our hearts, that little spark, the spark of light, will become that Lalita Tripura Sundari emanating from within the mandala of our body out into the world. And we're going to then allow that light to go out and bestow joy. And we're going to kind of not be like super attached. We don't want to be like sort of looking out for it at every turn. Like, am I causing joy? Am I causing joy? That would feel weird. But rather that we're going to just radiate that joy, and we're going to allow that joy to be present in ourselves. And if we see how that joy is manifesting for others, that we can kind of incubate a gratitude for the ability to be that for someone who needs it today. Joanne says, the joy of Molly the dishwasher. You're killing me. And Tracy Ann says, hello, Yesha. I'm so delighted I could make it in person. I'm glad you're here too. I know I got a little bit of an early start today. Okay, let's do it. Let's dive into practice. The main event. This is what we've all been waiting for, to chant. We're going to do it right now. 108. Or not 108. We're going to do 3, getting my numbers mixed up, 3 prostrations before the shrine. And let's take refuge in this source of deep, deep, profound happiness. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners, and let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. Holding Lisette in our hearts, for all to be well, for her to be completely healthy, resuming her life force energy, filling her own cup. Oh, and let's recite the 4 immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. And now our offerings. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense for Guanxin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Omahum. 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 Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guanyin, remain until the end of samsaric existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guanxin Pusa, calling upon Guanyin and asking her to please awaken within us the awareness of that quality of Lalita Tripura Sundari, that joyful spark, generous, joyful spark. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, Namo Guanxin Pusa, Namo Guanxin Pusa, Namo Guanxin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin 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 Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. And our brief practice for the Mani Reciter of Calm by Gyaltse Tokme Sangpo. Lama Dankun Shuksum Lakchaksa Lo Dakni Changchu Nipur Chike Bar Gangdang Gangdu Kipa de Dang Der Tadu Tuje Chapa Tadu Tuje Champo Chetsin Shing Gusum Gewe Chula Chapar Sho Jamdang Ningche Dujar Girpa Nam Tuje Champo Tuje Champo Dujar Girpa Nam Lami Chanchu Cholago Pe Chir Tuje Champo Trinle Je Par Sho. Homage to the Guru and Three Jewels. From now until I reach the essence of awakening, no matter where I may be reborn, in those places may I always follow the great compassionate one and dedicate my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Inspired by loving kindness and great compassion, in order to lead all Mahakarunika's followers to supreme and unsurpassable awakening, may I carry out bless the great compassionate one's activity. Lama Dankun Shuksun Lakchak Salo, Dakni Changchut Ningpor Chike Bar, Gangdang Gangdu Kepa Dedang Der, Tadu Tuje Champo Jetsin Shing, Gusum Gewe Chila Chipar Sho, Jamdang Ningje Champo Kunlang Ne, Tuje Champo Duljar Gurpa Nam Lame Chanchu Chola Gope Chir Chuje Champo Trinle Chepar Sho. 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum. And now generating that little spark and warming it and nourishing it so that we start to send beams of joy out in all directions to all the realms, hearing the sound of 100,000 children laughing. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Swasti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss Yeshe Wangmo be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxian Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. Wishing you a wonderful day, a great weekend of really being that emanating light of joy in the world and receiving a measure of that joy as well. We will be back on Monday, and I hope that everybody stays happy, healthy, and safe. Please don't forget to drop your counts in the comments as we are nearing 980,000 somewhere. We're getting really close. Like this week or next week, it will hit 980,000, and then just 20,000 to go. What do you think? How long do you think it'll take? A month? 2? And then what? And then I'm going to start doing it on TikTok as well as my usual places when I start again. I'll take a little break. Maybe I'll start again like after my birthday. All right. See you later. Bye.